Good evening, my dears. Nice to see you. Nice to see faces I know and I love. Also nice to see faces that I think I don't know. Siham, my dear, are you the one I think you are? Mustafa? My dear Siham? You can write, you can talk, do whatever suits you, my dears. Yeah, good. And Suzanne, are you the one I know or I don't know you? Okay, 9 participants so far. People are adding. 9 is my number since are we here mostly because we start our journey. Most of you will start your journey into the world of. Okay, Suzanne, then I thought you are somebody else. Nice to meet you, my dear. Maybe we will meet. Nice to meet you too, my dears. So today we are here to talk about extremely important things, regardless you are interested in numerology, you are not interested, regardless. Today you will hear things that must, I hope, this is why I'm doing this as an open class. I truly hope that you will get some answers, some knowledge, which will help you shape your life in a better way, find maybe your direction, maybe stop doing certain mistakes, certain behaviors, start doing, like, I hope that it will somehow shape your mindset, your life perceptions. Since we are talking about Vedic numerology, obviously my knowledge is based on mostly on the Vedic scriptures. And this is why in the Vedic tradition, the most important things in every kind of educational process, the most important things are told in the first class. So if some of you will never come back, you already will get an essential, basic understanding how this world works, where is your place in this world. So from there on, you can decide, make your own formulas, and direct your life wherever you think you know. Because after this class, you will get the knowledge, so the knowledge will add you responsibility in life. This is why you will become more responsible and more mature. So, for those who do not know me, my name is Radha Thakur. I am, I would need a lot of time to describe who I am, but in very shortly, I am a very happy woman, and my goal is to be surrounded by happy people. And for that, I am myself greedily studying this life, applying it in my own life, and all the everything that helps me become happier, I always share. And willingly, unwillingly, it's been many years that I'm working with people. When people ask, what do you work? I say, I teach happiness. I teach happiness. This is what I do, because I want to be surrounded by happy people, and I teach happiness throughout many instruments. I work with women, I work with children, I work with men, I work with couples, I work with everyone in different ways. And somebody of you know me through rebirthing sessions, somebody knows from dynamic gymnastic for newborns, someone from numerological reading we had, doesn't matter. But I am a happy person who I understood who I am, and that made me very happy. very ecological, because I haven't been always like this, harmonious and ecological. Poison was there. So now I know where I'm going, and I'm ready to help other people find their harmony as well. So this is who I am. I am an excellent mother, which is also a big victory of mine. It's a big achievement, and it's a big my pride, if I can say so. And I am a good wife, and I think I'm a good human. This is why I'm a good student. This is why I have the right. I have the right to share things that I am sharing with you today. Before we start the topics, I would also like to, because I suppose many of you know nothing or little things about predictive sciences like astrology, numerology, palmistry, and so on, so and so on. And many years ago, I myself was extremely skeptical person. I am a very skeptical person from the start. And with time, this of course changed, because when we are open to get new experience, God shows us that life is much more wider, richer than we think it is. So it's always good to be like open-minded. And Hippocrates, the great doctor, he said that any kind of any doctor, if he said, if a doctor, astrologer, therapist does not possess the knowledge of philosophy, they will never become a real professional. What does it mean? It means that it's not enough to know the techniques. You have to understand what lies behind this technique. It means philosophy. Today, people do not really like philosophy, because it's the generation of the TikTok 3 minutes or 3 minutes. It's already a long, this is already an achievement, 30 seconds video people. Basically, this is a generation of infantile people, because only a child cannot follow something for more than a couple of minutes. His attention cannot be retained on something more than 2-3 minutes. This is what people become today. They are just scrolling all these things. They like it. This is what their life is filled on. They become extremely superficial, and this basically the potency of this generation is absolutely destroyed from its fundament. The criteria of a mature person is the one who understands what they want. You don't have to scroll for hours, all these I don't know, real stories, posts, and whatever. You know what you want. You can focus on that. You can do the effort on that, even if it's very hard, and eventually you will receive your fruits. Today, I don't know. I was checking something on my on Facebook on my page, and all that pop-up advertising of different comes. So I just paid attention at numerology marathon. It was a 3-day numerology marathon, free marathon, which would teach people about. First day it was, I mean, first day probably 2-3 hours, I don't know. I signed up. I want to see I want to see to which level the I don't know, the craziness can go. So first date was the predestination. They will teach you everything so that you can know your predestination. The second day, obviously, it was something connected with money, how to make so that the money will abund your life. And third day, it was the approfundation into Eastern astrology. It's crazy how irresponsible people become. This is why I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm blessed. Probably it's my good karma to have to be a part of great school. To have as my teacher a great personality who opted not for the commercial approach of the giving the knowledge, but who is fighting for quality, who is fighting for depth, so that every graduate of the school, whenever they reach to become graduate, will really be the pride of the school. And the most important, it's not about the pride of the school, the most important will be a useful and responsible practitioner for themselves, for the others, of representative of this knowledge or of this profession. My school is my school, the school I belong to, the school of my teacher is called Vigraha. Graha in Sanskrit means planet. Vigraha, the highest planet, so basically God. So everybody comes, 99%, 99, inclusively me, we come into this world of predictive sciences. We come for our very material reasons. Somebody is curious to know the predestination. Why we want to know the predestination? Because we want to understand where we will be the most successful and where we will be most appreciated, and obviously where we will be more successfully, financially successful. So that's the reason some people really understand, like, I want to fix my relationships, I want to gain my self-confidence, I want, like, for different reasons, but most of them are material. And what I want to say that this is not wrong. We are living in the material world. This is why we are all born to be rich, healthy, happy. But it's not the end. Beyond material, beyond all these desires, which should be accomplished and satisfied, there is a continuation. There is a greatest purpose of our existence, which eventually resumes in one word: God. Whatever you want to substitute this word, but I will use God. I like this more. You can substitute it whatever you want. What means God? God means something beyond my personal interest. So basically, we start analyzing, learning anything, inclusively numerology, astrology, with the purpose of, I want to become happy, I want to become satisfied, I want to become rich, successful, I want to be happy as a human. And eventually through this, we have to understand how is to accomplish a higher destination of your nature, how you can become useful to the surrounding environment that you live on. It can be on a very small scale, it can be on a very big scale, on the mondial scale. When people usually, most of the people who come for a reading, or they are it's a trendy question: what is my predestination? I want to understand why I was born. And everybody, in the depths of their heart, they expect to hear that, oh my God, like, I was born to change this life, to, I don't know, to become a great someone. And if they will hear something a little bit beyond this, the interest or the excitement would be less. This is absolutely wrong. We have a great power. Our life can be considered absolutely accomplished, even if your predestination was just resumed to your family, a couple of members of your family. If what you were meant to become and what you were meant to do, you did it just on a very low scale level, like your family, maybe your closest circle of friends and relatives, you are already a very because what is predestination? Predestination is developing a certain quality and practicing this quality. And according to another different parameters, you have the Shakti, you have the power you have the energy to spread the effect of this quality on a vast audience or on a smaller audience. But you should never underestimate or feel feel inferior, even if, I don't know, you don't have 50,000 subscribers, or I don't know, you are not doing videos on Instagram or something, or nobody knows you. As much as you, as long as you are harmonious person, waking up in the morning in that excitement and going to bed like tired and grateful, then you are on a good path. The knowledge in Vedic tradition is passed from one to another. I mean, it's transmitted through the chain of succession of teachers, which in Sanskrit is called parampara. It means there was the first teacher who transmitted this knowledge to his disciples. The disciple transmitted it at a certain point to the disciple. So the knowledge is less modified or altered. There is the knowledge is almost preserved as it is. What we are talking today about and what we will be studying with those who are part of the course, this is an esoterical knowledge. What means esoterics? Esoteric is also part of the material world, but this is beyond the material. This is the subtle material thing. Esoteric is the highest level of material knowledge. This is the hidden knowledge. This is the knowledge that helps you understand the essence of the things. Esoteric is the inner philosophy. There is exoteric, the rituals, like we are going to church, to the mosque, to temple. We lit a candle, we I don't know, pray in a certain day, in a certain way, in a certain movements, which are very important. There are people who sarcastically make fun of this, like, and what's the difference to do this or to do that, or to keep 2 fingers or 3 fingers, or this or left? My dears, if it's been practicing, it has a meaning. And like, for example, I say, please bring me water. And whoever will bring me water will not bring me the water, even if the person brings me the water in the palm, it's still a container. They will not, when I say bring me water, I obviously understand that they will bring me water in a cup, in a something, in a glass. I don't mention bring me the water in the glass, but it's self-understood. This is why the very same with spirituality, with everything, we need a container. But sometimes, very often, and this is what most of the people practice today, they practice the container without the content. They are empty. So they are praying 5 times per day, or going to church every Sunday, or doing other things, but they live like there is no God. Because whoever has the faith, whoever has the God inside, is fearless and is kind, which we little see in this world. So all the predictive disciplines, they are part of esoteric knowledge, esoteric nature, and this is the most expensive knowledge, esoterical knowledge, occult knowledge, inclusively. What we are talking about, we'll be talking about in this course, is the most expensive knowledge. Above esoterical knowledge is the spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge should always be shared, given for free, always. Now, what is the difference between most of the schools, inclusively that marathon and such things that is abundant today? They give you the container without the content. They only tell you, look, the lemon and the milk will give you yogurt, and you stick to that formula and use it, and you will be successful. Yes, right. As long as we add milk to the lemon to the milk, we will get the yogurt. But esoterical knowledge give you the understanding of the nature of the lemon, it gives you the understanding of the nature of the milk, and it gives you understanding what happens when those two unite. So once you understand something behind the words milk and lemon, you understand the qualities of those ingredients, you will be free. This is what gives us spirituality, real spirituality, and esoterical knowledge. It gives you the freedom to be the creator. Because I know, okay, that's the quality of the lemon. It means I can replace the lemon with vinegar. I can replace the lemon with mango powder, and I will have the same result. It gives me the power, the freedom to create. This is what people today are not doing. They are deprived of knowledge. They are followers. And I have terminology for such for not such people. I was one of them. I'm not anymore, but I was there, so I know what I'm talking about. Most of the people today are UFO. Only they are not unidentified flying object. They are unidentified living object. They don't know who they are. They have so many masks, they are wearing so many masks that they betrayed themselves long time ago, because their mother said, their father said, the teacher said, the society said, they've been promised, they've been given wrong direction, wrong education, wrong a lot of things that made them distrust themselves, betray themselves, and wear the masks. And now they are just lost behind those masks, so they don't even dare to create. They are only thankful to be as hidden behind those masks. They are just trying to be as inactive as possible, so that they will nobody will actually understand that inside they are empty. I was also for a big part of my life struggling in myself, low confidence, in my doubts, my fears, extreme fears, thinking that I don't deserve love, thinking that I'm not beautiful, thinking that I'm a lot of things which I am not. And eventually God guided me. I had the trust, I had the instinct to trust, to try. And today I can say, I already can say a lot of beautiful things about myself. My journey into the Vedic world started around 10 years, like serious journey started around 10 years ago. And why it's not that I chose to stay there, because I explored a lot of things in my life, but I chose, like for example, when I do rebirthing, I say I don't want to try anything else, because nothing is more efficient than rebirthing. It cannot. I tried many, I stopped. I only chose this, because it's the best. If I have the best, I will not search for another. So the very same was with the Vedic knowledge. It gave me the answers, the ample and complete answers to the things that I didn't find in any other sources. So that here, when you start applying, when you really start see that it really works the way they say, so you start having the trust and confidence, and you give them a lot of credit. So how I came into the numerology is also interesting, because my first, like I mentioned, my entire life I was extremely skeptical to this. I say, no, because how can we judge it? We can only judge that by that astrological prediction in the journals, in the newspapers. Today the Scorpions with this, and the Cancer will get that, and this and that. And I was thinking, no, come on, no, 8 billion people, divide them in 12, and what? Everybody will have just 12 archetypes of events, circumstances, and behavior for today. Like, it doesn't really look like. And more than that, in my class, as a classmate, I had the girl who was born the same day with me, same day, same month, same year, same region. And I was saying, I was looking at her and I say, it's me and her, like we are absolutely different. Like, you know, how can you be that accurate? So I was kind of skeptical, and it was absolutely out of my list of interests. Until once, I don't know how, some of the friends, I don't know how, but it happened. It was like, I think 20 years ago. No, like 15, probably 15, 17, 18, something like this ago. I met an astrologer. It was an old lady, and she did my chart, and we met and we spoke, and she's talking to me, and I'm getting more and more amazed. I say, no, how can she know that? Like, she was, like, I say, is it anyone here watching me? Like, how could she be that accurate with the things that only I knew in my heart, because those are my emotions, those are my feelings, and she was so accurate. I was impressed. It was the start of the change of my perception. And later on, I was, because of the nature of my work, I was always interested in psychosomatic science, the science that explains the reason of our physical diseases related to our emotional state. It means that the headache is not because you have fever, or like fever, it's not because of the flu. The headache is not because you are cold. The cramped, I mean, the stiff neck is not because you got cold. Like, all these have absolutely different reasons coming from our behavior and from our mindset. So I was very, by the way, soon I will be doing a workshop, finally, after years of you asking me. I'm ready to do it in, I think, in a very soon. So I was extremely interested in that matter. And so I remember the day when a friend of mine, she called me. It was almost New Year Eve. And she calls me and she said, Rada, you were looking a workshop on the emotional reasons for your sicknesses, for your physical sicknesses. That will be the workshop about. I mean, to explain you why you have, whenever you have a certain deficiency, accident with a certain part of your body, what's the reason? That's, my dear John, that's so helpful in everyone's, because what's the reason of removing the physical, I mean, to take the pill and to remove the symptoms, when the same accidents will keep on coming, because the vibration from here are not changed. So it will be helpful for everyone. So my friend calls and she said, Rada, I'm studying at this academy, and they will be given a course on psychosomatic. I say, amazing, like, can I join? She say, I will talk, and I'll give you the contacts and you contact them. I say, okay. I enrolled in the academy, and that was the new, and she said, basically, this is the Academy of Numerology, but it will be like a parallel course. I say, no problem. I will skip the numerology. I will take this, doesn't matter. And then I enroll, and the news is that the course that I need, the psychosomatic, will be on the 3rd year of the studies, because the academy was meant like all my learning process was, educational process was 5 years. So they say year number 3, they will introduce this course. I say, oh my God, like, to wait 3 years. And okay, I will keep on paying, I will keep on skipping the numerology, but eventually I will reach there. After first months of, not even first months, I remember very well, after I remember, like, you know, when you remember very dear things to you, it really, you know, it's like like nectar, like honey on your heart. I remember that everything. I was in Switzerland in a very beautiful, extremely beautiful mountain resort, and like I remember listening to those first classes, and I said after a couple of classes, I say first, I don't need that psychosomatic course anymore. It was so impactful. I said I don't even need astrology because numerology is so much deep and accurate, and it was only a couple of classes from the basic course. Anyway, today is the year number 8 of me still studying in that academy. They promised 5 years. They didn't keep their promise, and I'm so happy. And I hope it will go on at least for another 2 years. And I was so much surprised to know how accurate is numerology, because, okay, being skeptical to the astrology, like, okay, but to be skeptic, like to trust numerology, you know, how is that possible? Just to make to take anything from a birth of date and your name, this is all we need. Your date, when you were born, birth date, and your name. And I said, how, no, what, no, how much can you get out of that? But with time, I'm just showing you now an example of a numerological chart. All these numbers are only based on our birth date and our name. Now, like years passed, my experience is good enough. My love for numerology, even though I'm already practicing intensely astrology inclusively, but I will never give up on numerology because it's so accurate. And many of you who had readings with me, other people, like, this is what I hear every now and then. Rada, how can this be so accurate, especially with the people that I don't know and who don't know me? Because with the people you know, you can somehow say, like, yeah, kind of, she knows me. But with strangers, they just say, no, how can you know this? Like, how can you know this? You know me better than I do. I say, of course I know. With real full responsibility, I can tell you, I know you better than you do. This is why, like, I'm here to confirm you who you are, to encourage you how beautiful you are, to inspire you to stop betraying you and finally become yourself. Stop being UFO. Start being the master of your life with your full potential. All the data you see here are only taken from the birth date and from the name. And numerology is extremely accurate. It cannot substitute astrology, and astrology, what numerology can do, astrology can never do, and what the astrology can do, numerology can never do. This is why we don't exclude, we just combine or complete whenever the time comes. My dears, so far, is it clear so far? Any questions, anything, please tell me. Okay, then we go on. When you have knowledge, you have also a great is the numerology, can it be in English? You mean about the chart, Joseph? You mean the chart?
Yeah. So I saw it was, I don't know.
We will be studying the basic one. We will not go through the full of this chart, but if someone from the group will be smart enough in doing you can create such a simpler um, chart, like we will talk. So far you will be calculating manually. This is very important. This is what we've been doing 1 year. My first year of studies we were calculating manually, and this is it has its meaning and importance. This is why also we will be doing that, and later on, if if we can manage, we can create such a simple chart for us to calculate the main parameters, because what else I wanted to say is that some of you who will join the group will do it the intention is to use it, to apply it for your own understanding, for planning your days, for choosing your calendars, for understanding the people around, like the personal use. But very often, no batkon, ma batkon, the because it works so well, people will address you. People, like, I would never think, I never started doing this like say, oh, sometime it will become my profession or something. Never I thought about this. But because when you study you have to train, so what did I do? I started training on the ladies who were part of my courses, so step by step, and I was excited, and they were amazed, like, no, Rada, it really, like, can you help me here? Heck, can you help me there? So gradually my knowledge increased, their trust increased. So people started like recommending me to each other, another. So people started calling who I don't even know who recommended me, and that made me very happy, because I understood that if you do the advertising on some kind of whatever, people kind of know, they say, let's try. Like, they don't know it will work, it will not work, but let's try. But when people do recommend you, then it means who recommends you? Only who really found their answers, who were satisfied with how it went, so that they also want to make somebody else benefit from this. I have never advertised my this part of me on the social media, because I still consider that I'm still learning. I wouldn't dare still calling myself an astrologer, because this is a very big responsibility. Why? Because we are entering people's fate. And this is what we say, people listen to us, to our advices, to our guidance. People take decisions according to what we say. And my dears, it's related to numerology, and it's related to any other kind of issues. When you advise people, if people act according to your instruction, advice, you become part of the karmas that will follow after from the actions that they took according to your participation. So getting involved into the destiny of a person, it's a big responsibility. This is why my teacher would always say that I will never share the cherry of this knowledge with those who don't practice spirituality. Why? Numerology, astrology is also about the purity of your heart. When being pure, the chart, the numbers, the planets, they open to you, because it's not pure mathematics. Oh, this plus this means only this. Like this, you can use, you can open any kind of application in online, and you can introduce your chart, numerological, astrological, and they will give you, and you say, like, kind of, here yes, here no, like, I don't understand. It's the art of synchronizing, because there are people who have the same birth date, but still there is difference. There are two twins who are born in the same time, difference 5 minutes, but still there is difference. So how can you have to feel that? You have to have the purity of the heart, because so that you don't consider yourself, oh my God, I'm God. I know I have the power. I know what is happening in your life. Listen to me. It's very hard, it's very easy to fall into the trap of ego, pride, I'm almighty. So once you fall, the knowledge is closed. The knowledge is closed from you, and you obviously there are severe karmic consequences. Uh, Later on for you. Working with people is extremely hard, and today is this abundance of coaches, trainers, life coaches, I don't know, healers, people who would clean your karma. Can you imagine how nice it is? Somebody you just pay and somebody cleans your karma. Come on. And let's wake up. Nobody can clean our karma. Nobody can heal us when uh, they are not living what they preach. Healing is about having extra resources. A healer is like a big lamp of 500 watts or 5,000, so that whenever a person comes with a problem that is like 10 watts. So the problem is just 10 watts and you are a huge projector. Obviously, you can share from your resources. You have that energy to share. You have the knowledge. You have whatever is needed according to the situation, so that you can help. But when a person comes to you of 5 watts problem and you are just a lamp of barely 8 watts, so you are just that as miserable, as unhappy, as confused as just that person. Only what is the difference? You have your diploma after 10 days, of course, how to become life coach and to save lives. That diploma adds you those 2 extra words so that you feel powerful to coach. Of course, such coaches are also needed today. Why? Because a lot of people are ignorant, so they have to pay to be burned and to maybe understand that, maybe I should have been more serious and more like I should have took the responsibility for me. So, my dears, next, what I would like to talk about is we will use a lot. First, before important things, I would like to talk just 2 seconds about this refers to any knowledge, our obligations in front of knowledge, whatever that knowledge would be. We are learning coding, we are learning a language, we are learning astrology, whatever that would be. Before any learning process, beginning and ending of the learning process should always start with the sound Om or name of God, whatever you choose. So basically, you just say Om or whatever you want, and you start the process. It should always start with the name of God. The second obligation towards the knowledge would be that the knowledge should be heard from the teacher. You studying yourself will be just really not helpful, not much helpful. From a book, from this, the knowledge which is really important from you, you must find the teacher and you must hear that knowledge from the teacher, because the third obligation is you have to take teacher's vision. It means philosophy, what I've been telling, not only the formulas A plus B is C, but you have to understand the nature of A, the nature of B, and what this C will bring in your life. This is why the vision of the teacher is extremely important. This is why we have to choose our teachers. We have to choose. Imagine how important is choosing teachers for our children. And who thinks like, oh my God, who has questioned themselves? Who is teaching my child grammar, mathematics, physics, geography, whatever? We don't question, because we say, oh, they are teachers, they have diploma, they know what they do. Do you know the vision of this man, of this person? If their values are close to zero, these values are given to our children also, not through ABC and through talking, through energy change. The teacher has a great impact on the students. So it's important to choose the teachers and to take their visions. The knowledge should not be stolen. So don't hack, I don't know, classes online. Don't hack because it will not help you. It will really not help you. You will read, you will take the words, but it will never act. It will betray you. The stolen knowledge will betray you in the most needed, most crucial time. You will never benefit from a stolen from a stolen knowledge. Those tutorials, lectures which are in free access on YouTube, obviously send energetical thank you, gratitude to the person who gave it. If you really would like that is the person agreed, I'm sharing you for free, please take it, I will be happy if somebody will benefit. This is not stolen. But when you hack, and this toy is stolen. Or for example, you buy a course and 25 other friends are benefiting from the same. So because there is a huge category of people today, when they say, oh, if it's for free, I want it. Okay, take it. No, take it, but it will not help you. You want it. Why? You want it so that it implements in your life and gets you some help. But in such a way, you will not get it. And you have to pay the teacher for the knowledge. Pay with the service, with whatever you agree with, whatever the teacher will ask from you. These are the obligation of every person in front of the knowledge for any kind of knowledge. In the all the esoterical knowledge, the philosophies, the psychology, science, the astrology, numerology, they usually divide into Eastern and Western. And for example, what is the difference? Usually the Eastern philosophies, the Vedic psychology studies the surrounding world, because what is psychology about? Studying the surrounding world. So it studies the surrounding world for a better self-understanding, to understand that this world is just reflection of you. If I am like if world is mean to me, then probably it's something inside me. And if I don't like something, that let me look inside and change that, and the world will change. And the Western psychology, they study the same world around you, just with another purpose, so that you know the mechanisms to bend this world to your own purpose, kind of manipulation. So this is how it works. what is the difference between the priest and the astrologer? Because these both professions are the highest in a Vedic society, most valuable, because usually the priests or people of spirituality would guide the rulers. If we read, we watch all the historical movies, we will see that every king would have a Brahmin, would have a priest, would have a astrologer, would have a kind of spiritual person who would guide. And usually the rulers would never take a step, would never take a big decision without consulting those. Nowadays, it's vice versa. The rulers, they are just telling the people of spirituality what to say. So the difference between the priest and the astrologer, the priests tells us what the priest sends our messages to God, telling God what we want from him, and the astrologer gets the message vice versa. He tells us what God wants from us. This is why we need both. Now I would like to ask you the following question. In your opinion, what is the difference between fate, destiny, and karma? You can talk or you can write. What is the difference between karma and destiny? You can write, I don't know. If you don't know, like this, I will give the correct answer faster. Who knows one? Who knows two? Who knows three? Okay. At least say, put minuses, like I don't know. Okay, there are some. Karma is past life work. Fate, what is meant for you, for your life. Okay. Destiny is what will happen in our life, and karma is Andrew, just I understand you are writing, okay, and karma is a reaction to an action. Yes. I think Andrew is continuing the answer. Yeah, right, Andrew? Destiny is what will happen in our life, and karma is our responsibility, but destiny is not our responsibility. Says Emmanuel, karma is the consequences. Okay, right. Karma is the consequences of our action, destiny, decision, pre-life or this life. Yes, my dears, all of you are correct. So I will just a bit shape all your answers. I will put in the in an example. So fate or destiny. Many people actually consider karma and destiny the same thing. Somewhere like it's like, because it's about some kind of consequences, but actually the difference is big, and we should really know it so that we know how to manipulate our life. So like you said, fate or destiny is something predestined. So it was destined before even us being born. This is something which we cannot control, we cannot avoid, while karma is a choice. We have no freedom about our destiny, but we have the full freedom about related to our karma. And I will bring an analogy that my teacher always brings, and that's the best, so I will not try to invent a better one. Let's say you are coming to supermarket and you are trying to buy canned corn. Let's take corn as an example for today. And you go to the respective shelf and you see that On the shelf, there is a certain variety of brands. There are, let's say, 5 varieties of brands. That is your destiny. You only have 5 items to choose from, a certain limited variety. And karma is what you will choose. So destiny is, you only have this corridor of 5 brands. And karma is what will you choose. You can choose the most expensive corn, you can choose the cheapest, you can choose the expired one, you can choose the, I don't know, whatever. What will you choose? That is your karma. The more conscious person is, a question. A conscious person will have a bigger variety or a smaller variety? Bigger corridor. Who thinks otherwise? Joseph said bigger. When are we going to talk about numerology? Andrew, my dear, about numerology, we will start next time in the class number 2. But the same, John says the same, but aware of all of them. Okay. Because Andrew, talking about numerology without this notion will make the knowledge dry, limited, and fragile. So, my dears, Joseph, John, you are right. You are right. A conscious person has a bigger corridor, and a person who is has the tendency to commit great mistakes. So basically, who doesn't have the knowledge, the experience to, like a small child, infantile person, those will be only given, very narrow corridor. Like, please, the less choice you have, the less is the possibility for you to make mistakes. So basically, they are decided for what to do. So the astrologer can see all these choices. You can go left, you can go right, you can go straight, you can stop, you can do nothing, you can do a lot, you can force. An astrologer will tell you where you will force, where will be your temptation, where you will be your craziness. But astrologer should never impose the opinion. You have to only say, look, you go this, will be that. You do this, will be that. But the choice is always up to the person. The astrologer, the professional's duty is to explain all the consequences for a better understanding. Now, for a better understanding how our life is happening, our life has 2 parts. Our life consists of 2 important, critical important parts, and it's critically important to understand what kind of stages these are. The first part of life is closed karma. Those of you who heard my I don't know, karmic corridor lessons or did the readings with me, you already know about this, but it's important to now we exactly are learning this. This is why I will explain it once again, especially for people who are new. So first part of our life is called closed karma. During this part, and the other, if this is closed, it means next one will be open karma. What means? The closed karma period is the time of great predetermination. The events that will happen in that period cannot be avoided. This is a fatal part. We basically don't have control over what is happening in that part, the events that are coming. And usually this part of the closed karma consists of paying the karma of the past life. And because we don't have much control over it, we are also not fully responsible for all all the actions that we committed during the closed karma period. It doesn't mean that you say, oh my God, I'm still in my closed karma period, and it means like I'm not fully responsible. Let me go crazy. Well, no, with such mindset, obviously, you will be stopped and punished. But generally, the way we reacted to the events, the way our choices, you will not be fully responsible. Like in this part of closed karma, we are not building the karma for the future. It's very on a slow motion because we have to go through certain events, and I will tell you why. Before telling why, I want to talk about Andrew, you can follow. I don't know from where you took this. Like on my page, on my WhatsApp, you can see, and on Facebook. I don't know from where you heard about this course, but you can contact me, and you can send me in WhatsApp message. This is my number. I will send you the about the course, and you will make up your mind. Welcome. I would like to ask you about reincarnation. Who still, for example, write who plus those who fully understand the reincarnation process, write 2 pluses. Write minus those who reject, kind of between saying yes or no. I would rather say that I don't believe, I don't understand, I don't like the idea. Write minus. And plus minus those who kind of I accept, kind of I know something, I'm not sure, but kind of yes, but I'm not sure. Okay, so please categorize your knowledge or your attitude toward reincarnation between plus, minus, or plus and minus together. Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, good. There are minuses, there are pluses, there are is everything. So I would like to, for those who know less, who don't know, who don't like, okay, those who don't believe, I know there are people, especially those who will, I mean, there might be such people also who will watch in recording, because in this area where we are, actually everywhere, not in only this area, reincarnation is not regarded with much credit. It's negated. It's I don't know. It's not there, but it's there. Okay, so for those of you who really don't like this idea, I'm not telling you that please change your lifestyle from now on and start preaching from tomorrow to everyone that there is reincarnation. Just listen to what I have to say. Put this bunch of information next to your already paradigm, and start observing life. And in the course of your life, sometimes refer to this example and see if it makes sense or not. Because without the idea of the reincarnation, we cannot fully understand anything about us. We will keep on blaming, we will keep on feeling pity, and we will, the most important, we will live in fear, because we don't understand why such things happen. Why a very great old woman, like she was like an angel, and such injustice happened to her, somebody robbed her, or somebody, I don't know what, like why, I don't know, a 2 years old baby already is born with cancer or something. Why? It's not just like, God, where are you looking? If we don't know, the reincarnation part is not in our mind, we will go crazy. This is why I want to give you a very simple example. I always bring this example because it works the best. Imagine a person. So basically, there are two categories of people. People who think that there is only one life, there is nothing before, nothing ahead. So basically, enjoy. There is one life. If there is one life, then basically automatically we think that responsibility is less. And there are people who understand that this is today, there was an yesterday, it means past life, and there will be a tomorrow, a next life. So let's say a person who believes there is only one life, and we will reduce one life example to one day. So the person is born and he thinks, I only have this day. Let me enjoy. There is nothing behind, there is nothing ahead. So I'm just free to do whatever I want. Who will keep the account? So he really enjoys it to the full. Whatever he could imagine, he did that day. And in the evening, he went to sleep thinking that there is no tomorrow. But apparently, the night passed, symbolically, the death memory is erased when we are born. And he wakes up. Oh my God, surprise, he wakes up. Before opening his eyes, he feels headache. And he said, God, why? I'm just like, why? I still didn't open my eyes. I'm just a newborn. Why I am sick? Why I'm feeling bad? Because he forgot that yesterday in his past, what he did yesterday, he drank, he enjoyed, he smoked, he stayed till late. Like he enjoyed it. So obviously the hangover will be there. Then somehow he opens the eyes. He looks in the room and he sees, oh my God, what kind of mess this is. Cans of beer, of pizza, everywhere. It's a mess. In his room, it's a mess. And he said, oh my God, I just woke up. I did nothing. Why I'm born in such a place? Why I was born in Lebanon, not in Switzerland? It's such a mess. Like, why? You forgot that yesterday you partied and you think that, let's party. Anyway, I will die. There were no consequences. Why should I take care of the place I live? My dears, I'm exaggerating just to make this very hyper clear. Then knock on the door. He somehow gets up, he opens the door and he says the postman or the policeman with a fine to pay. He said, come on, this is not too much. Are you crazy? No, I didn't come out of the house. How? It's not mine. I didn't do that. How many times in life we hear stories about people, innocent people, who were even put to jail or unjust things happened to them? Because in the past life they said, oh my God, I'm hero, I made them. I run away. Okay, you run away now, but there is an account tomorrow. Like Karma is an extremely good detective and she's extremely precise lady. She comes on time and she gives you exactly your balance. Then he comes out of the house and he says, hello, Tante Angelina. Hello, Amo Anis, Kivkon, Kivna. And everybody turns their back to him. And this is too much. What kind of arrogant people these are? I'm so good. I'm so educated. I'm so nice to them, and they are so rude to me. Because he forgot that yesterday in the middle of the night he was doing the sound with the car. He was playing the music loud, and the neighbors nicely asked him, please, we are trying to sleep. And he was so rude to them. Go and sleep now. I want to enjoy. And he forgot this, but they remember. So they kind of, my dears, is the bad connection to everyone or just Emmanuel?
No, it's good. It's good.
Please, if the please from 1 to 10, say the connection quality for everyone. 8, 10, 9. Okay, good. Manuel, it means it's from you. Just it will be good. We will win. We will win. So this is what happens. Just because we forget, because when we die, our memory is erased for a certain reason, and just because we forget, we kind of don't understand what is happening. This is why, my dears, we must know, at least this is something that you must remember. If we never meet again, if you will never hear this, something like this in the closest time, please remember, never blame anything and anyone in your life. Everything that you have, you deserve. All the cataclysms in your life, all the bad attitude towards in your life, you deserve, and all the victories, all the good things, all the wealth and treasures that you have, you earned, you were given, whatever, you also deserve. Don't be shy to accept it. Don't think that, oh, it's a mistake, somebody got the wrong thing and she loved me, or he loved me, or I received such a job. You deserve this. If you have this, you deserve this. This is why the truth is, like, not the truth, the power is in us to the answers are inside us. All we have is ours. So, my dear, I'm coming back to the example of the closed karma, to the knowledge of the closed karma and open karma. Why we need these closed karma, open karma? Why to make things so complicated? Because in Bhagavad Gita, the Vedic scripture is written, in this life, we are born with the mindset that we died with. It means the mindset, the last set of understanding of the principles that we died with, we are carrying them with us in this life. And why? Because we have to continue our evolution. From where we stopped, we continue. We just change the clothes. We can change the exterior, we change, but we continue from the same place. So if it's written that we continue with the same mindset, we died, but I don't remember anything. As a child, as a young girl, I don't remember what is my mindset. I don't remember anything. So how can I continue? So God has the mechanisms to restore our memory. How? Through the events that will be happening, through the events, through circumstances. So the example, my eternal example. Let's say an old woman, she died. And the mindset was that life is very unfair with women. Women are exploited. Women are not respected. Men are irresponsible, not reliable. They are bastards. They are only using. They are only enjoying, and we women are suffering. No, 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 no. She died. In this life, she has to restore the same memory. How? She is born in a family when the father abandons the mother because she's pregnant. So already from the very beginning, the girl will only hear bad things about her father, about the man. So that is her first experience. Her mom will always talk bad about this, your father, and na 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 na. Then she will have bad relationship experience, painful experience. She will marry once, she will marry twice, alcoholic, drug addicted, beating, disrespected, till she gets to the point of the karmic maturity, which means job is done. The memory is restored. The mindset is restored. She gets to a point when she tells in the depth of her heart, men are bastards. We cannot rely them. They exploit us. We are suffering. They are enjoying. Job is done. Her mindset is restored. Now the gates open, and she is free to enter her open karma period, open karma stage of life. This is why in the closed karma, it doesn't mean, it's not meant for us to process our karma, to deal, to decide. It only needs to restore our mindset. So now this is why we are not responsible. So now when the gates open and we are starting our life, I am angry as a woman, this woman, I'm entering this life when I start building my karma, but I am entering in a very angry mood because I'm tired. I want to revenge. I want to use them. I want to them stop using me. So I will be mean. I will be manipulative. This is one mindset that most of the women would choose. Or she can say, I'm so tired of suffering. Like father, then this boyfriend, then boyfriend number 15, then my husband number 1, then my husband number 2. Why everyone on this earth caused me so much pain? And she said, maybe the cause isn't me. Maybe she sees a book, maybe she sees, I don't know, anything. Maybe she meets Radha. And she said, maybe the cause is in me. So I will try this also. I will try to fix myself. And she starts correcting the issues, her attitude, her behavior. And this is what is required. We don't have to repeat again that anger, again that grudge. We have to correct, to transform the evil into the good things and continue. Now, at what age this karmic maturity is happening? For different people, like it's a very individual parameter. For everyone, it's calculated astrologically. It's a very individual thing, but there is also like general frames, time frames. For men, it can only be in the corridor between 18 years old and 42 years old. It cannot be earlier than 18 and it cannot be later than 42. Only in this corridor. And for women, it can be not earlier than the first period, first menstruational cycle, and not later than 42 years as well. So can you imagine 42, now an average person at the age of 42 having a miserably unhappy life, even if rich, even if 42, for everyone is 42, even if materially well, but inside like people are unhappy. People today mostly are unhappy, even though they achieved everything materially they wanted. They are unhappy. Why? Because they are running after wrong achievements. So imagine at 40, 42, the person is already tired. انه خلص تعبت انه قد انه خلص ما شلخلي ما شو بدي انه خلوا عني. I'm tired of this life. I give up. I will go with the flow. And the person doesn't know that actually you are standing on the threshold of your real life, where only now your life starts. This is why they say it's never late to learn, to start living, to change your life, to anything. It's never late. Life is not up and down. Like what I mean, life is always about ups and downs, but I mean, it's not that till the age of 50 we are growing and then we can degrade. No, that is wrong. That is wrong. The old age should be the most beautiful age in our life. Why it doesn't happen today? Because people betray themselves. They betray. The society doesn't need happy people. It's our responsibility to become happy. If you won't make a step, nobody will make a step towards you, because thinking people, happy people, people who can create, who wants them? People envy them. Why your friends wouldn't support you in your growth? Because if you are growing, they have to grow, and they are lazy. They say, forget, for what? No, it's good where we are. Stay with us. And they don't understand that your soul is not happy there anymore. You want to move ahead. So this is the time when we start creating our life. we are living, the human beings are living in this life in three types of attitude towards life. First attitude is go with the flow. This is what is very also trendy today. Go with the flow. Which flow? The alcoholics have their flow. Hippies have their own flow. Academical people have their own flow. Divorced people have their own flow. Successful people have their own flow. Which flow? When people say go with the flow, it means don't do any effort. Wherever the stream takes you, go. Then there are people who really do the effort to achieve their highest or any kind of purpose. It means they are rising, they are growing, because they are stepping, they are doing the steps, they are growing. And there are people who say, enjoy. Whatever you want, enjoy. So they are degrading. So it's important to understand which mood you are in, because destiny cannot be changed. If you are born without legs and without hands, like Nick Vujicic, no, the leg will not grow. If you are born in Bosnia and Herzegovina or during the wartime, no, halas, you were born the way you were born, where you are born. If you are born in a rich family or in a poor family, those mindset cannot, I mean, it's given to you to be born in Lebanon, to be born in Zimbabwe, to be born blue-eyed or dark-haired. It's given. And it's up to us what to do with this destiny, with these factors that we cannot change. And here I would like also to introduce another concept of, somehow we use this, we know this, but we kind of think that this is myth. This is kind of, yes, they say these words, but actually it's something else. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about angel, black angel and white angel. Let's call them like this: the good and the evil. Each person, each human in this universe has two personal assistants. One is white angel, one is black angel. Every single one of us has these two advisors. They are our personal assistants throughout our entire life. The job, the mission of the white angel is to help us choose the right way. It means to accomplish the mission, the predestination, the tasks, why we were born again on this world. We have to accomplish those. If we don't accomplish, we degrade. We have to accomplish and to go further. It means the white angel, when will we be happy in this life? Only one condition: if we will become who we are meant to be. Other than that, never you will be happy. Never. No matter how many billions you would have, no matter how beautiful your husband, wife would be, how healthy your children would be, you will never be satisfied and happy unless you become who you are meant to be. It means removing your masks and having the courage to face yourself, the beautiful self, and the power to become the powerful self. So the black angels wants the opposite. The black angels wants to make us fail into following ourselves, into becoming ourselves. So the black angel will always challenge or sink us into the temptation of somebody else's success. He'll say, Rada, why are you suffering in here? Come on, you are so, you can bear. If you go there, look how she became. You will become even better. Like, go on that tunnel. Don't stay here. Go on that arena. And Radha believes, and Radha goes, runs, and Radha starts to perform in that arena, and something kind of, yeah, she achieved what she was kind of promised, but something is still not enough. Okay, I achieved the CO post, but kind of something is missing. And then the devil says, the black angel says, Radha, okay, this is okay, but this is not all. Look how happy she is, because look what kind of husband she is. Go, run there. And Radha believes, and Radha runs there. And she starts like the black angel will spit the blood, but he will do his best to always make us choose those choices which are not ours. He will make us wear shoes which are not our size. He will make us choose the dresses which are not done for us, so that it will keep us away from our truth path. And if white angel will fail in getting us to our predestination, as a punishment, next life he is born on earth as a human, with the idea that you didn't know the good enough mechanisms to help that person achieve the goal. So that go down, live among people, and learn their habits, so the next life you will know better how to manipulate them so that they win. Andrew, who chooses those factors? Those factors we create in this life. We create, so the next life will be the result of our past life. We are not choosing, but we are bearing the consequences of our past. This is why our physical, our social environment, our financial karma is known from the start, from the moment we are born. It's known the financial state of the person, rich, poor, whatever. Why? Because it's determined by the past. So everything in this life is also determined by three, like I said, a person can go with the flow, person can do the effort or enjoy it. It's in other words, this is defined by three mindset, three modes, three gunas. Guna means rope. So every person is tied by different ropes. There are three ropes: the rope of goodness, the mindset of goodness, the mode of passion, and the mode of ignorance. Everything in this world is part of this one of these three gunas. For example, what means goodness? Goodness is I try, like, this is the best, this is most conscious, this is the purest way we can act. Passion is the competition. I want to achieve. I can slap someone, I can move someone from the, but I want to achieve. I am a competitor. And ignorance is to I want to enjoy. So for example, the sport activities, mostly they are in the mode of passion. I want to win. Discos nighttime is the ignorance. Mornings are the early morning. Why the prayers in the Islam are 1 hour and a half before the sunrise? This is the golden 1 hour and a half of the day. These are obviously in the mode of goodness. The daytime is for action. We act. This is the passion. We compete. The mass media, there are media that really has as a goal to teach you something, to give you some knowledge, to educate you. These are the goodness mode. There are media who tries to defame someone, to, scandals and all this. This is to manipulate someone, to give us the wrong knowledge, to induce us into confusion. This is the ignorance. The media who wants to attract more readers through how you call this, life of famous people, some kind of I don't know, I forgot the word, but you understood the fame, I forgot the word. Okay, so everything in our life is made one of the three, in one of the three of such types. And when you will work with yourself, your numbers, you will analyze, you will see, or you will analyze other people, you will see that there are two people, sun people, energy, number one people, we call them, for example, who are born on one. And they are totally different people. Like this, the character of this number one is really noble, is really, he's responsible, he's like a leader, like he's really like, when he enters the room, it's like the sunshine comes, it's kind of confidence comes, like we know we can rely on him and this. And there is another number one who is so selfish, who is so greedy, who is like a tyrant. And both of them are number one. Why? Because the sun, the quality of number one, has two faces. One is the lowest standard and one is the highest standard. And very often we in our life, we start from the lowest standard, and the purpose is to improve, to move on the highest standard, to change our qualities, to change our features, to change our behaviors, mindset. And by this, we change our karma, so that, how Andrew said, so that the next life we are not born in a slum, we are not born without an eye, or with with I don't know, with kind of sickness or something, so that we are born in the best environment, in the best mindset, and with a good destiny. And here it's extremely important to understand what is three notions. What means spirituality? My dears, what means spirituality? Please define it. Joseph, usually the black angels don't fall. He continues following us. He continues following us, the black angel, improving his mechanism and tools. And I don't know, maybe sometimes they are also born, but they continue doing that. And usually, unfortunately, they rarely fail. You remember that movie, how it's in English would be The Pact with the Devil, with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino? Who watched that movie? Nobody? I didn't. There is so basically there is a really pact with the devil. I think a lawyer. I myself watched it a long time ago, but he tries to spoil a lawyer. I think he was a lawyer, Keanu Reeves, and Al Pacino, of course, is the devil. So he tries to make him weak, to break him. Devil's advocate. Yes. Thank you. He tries to really corrupt him, and he doesn't succeed. And in the end, when this lawyer, I think, wins some kind of a good trial, a big trial, something, he really obtains victory, and the media is all around him, and so the devil say, very good, we couldn't corrupt you in the work you do, we will enter from another door, from the door of the fame. So devil will always keep on tracking us and finding the solution, because, my dears, humans are very weak. When it comes to power, when it comes to money, you have to be extremely, to have that faith in your in your heart that will not break, that will not give up to these cheap bonuses. The other day I heard a very extremely nice phrase: glorious is the one who doesn't forget the truth, even in 1,000 troubles and even in 1,000 blessings. Only a spiritual person, a truly spiritual person, not an arrogant spiritual, a truly spiritual person can maintain the truth, can maintain that pureness and simplicity, even when he's extremely rich, when he's extremely praised, whatever you want. And when he is living a life of hell, he will still not betray the truth. So the spirituality is understanding who am I, who is God, and what is our relation. So the most important thing to have a good life destiny is doing what's right for our soul. Absolutely, Andrew. Absolutely. So spirituality is to know who am I, who is God, and what is the relation between us. What should I do so that I'm happy, he's happy, and my staying on earth is harmonious. And for that, I would like to show you a slide where so there is God, yeah, one of the participants of our participants of our we are participants of his game, but still there is God. Just to tell you very simply, the Vedic philosophy of the material world, the spiritual world, and so on. We all are souls. We are of spiritual nature. Before everything, we are souls. We are living in the spiritual world and we are very happy. We are very happy there serving God. I know it sounds probably very boring, but in actually serving God, it means being who you are. If you are a painter, then you should be painting the best. If you are happily painting, if you are a teacher, you should be teaching with a lot of enthusiasm. If you are whoever you are, you should be doing your function the best. This is what means spirituality, okay? So we are souls. We are living in spiritual world, and for some reason the soul is watching the God is the boss, and actually I like it. So I say, how would it feel if I were the boss? You know, like children, when we are small, we like so much to be adult, and we are playing in these games that I'm the mother, you are the daughter, I'm feeding you, I'm sending you to school, I'm the doctor, I'm the teacher. We like these games. And when parents when we are alone, we are playing those games like I'm responsible, I'm grown up. When mom will not be at home, what will I do? I will take her high heels in the first place. I don't know, boys, what would you do? But we girls, whenever we had the opportunity, we would be mostly attracted by two things: the high heels and the red lipstick. So that we feel that we are adults, mature. So this is exactly with the soul. The soul thought like, I would like to know how is it to be God. And you come to God, like to a parent, and you say, mommy, like I want to try this. Daddy, I want to try this. And the God, like the most loving person, says, no, my dear, here you cannot. No, here is the spiritual world. The rules are different here. You cannot. But because I love you, I will create for you a playground where you can try to be God. So God created the material world. Material world is only a quarter from the entire creation. Only 1/4 is the material world. Heaven, planets, paradise is also material world. Paradise is also material world. Only, for example, where we are living is like slums. When Emmanuel, my dear, I think I need another 15 minutes. If you are in a hurry, there will be a recording. Just contact me. I will send it. Here is again my number. Send me a WhatsApp. I will send you the recording and you can watch whatever you miss if you want, if you have to go now. So the heaven planets are like 7 stars hotel. That's the difference. But there is material, this is material. It's not the spiritual world. We can go whenever we have a good enough karma. I sent it already, Manuel. Whenever we have good karma, it's enough for us to pay. Sarah. Sarah mean, if I know you, tell me. If I don't know you, I will know you. Okay, okay, Sarah. Okay, Elbi. I will put it on the group, so don't worry. Whenever we had enough divine bonuses, we can pay like a halas. I have enough credit to go on to enjoy in heaven. When the credit finishes, we go down on earth, because so the eventual, in 2 words, the idea is to go from this material world. Why would we like, please, somebody say, why would we want to leave this material world? Why it's not good enough for us? Joseph, absolutely, like a video game, like a virtual reality. Andrew, absolutely, you are right. This world is full of pain and suffering. No matter who you are, if you are the king, if you are the beggar, if you are rich, if you are poor, if you are living in the country of your dreams, if you are married to the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams, if you are living the life of your dream, we will keep on suffering here. Why? My dears, why? Can somebody say why? Why everyone on this world will suffer? Joseph, you are kind of in that area, but not. Absolutely, Andrew, there must be another way. This is why we are here. My dears, we will keep on suffering because material life is determined by time. In material world, there is time. What does time? Time destroys the matter. Why we are here in material world? What we want? We want to be healthy. Health is a matter. We want to be loved. Loved is a matter. The person can die. The liver can be destroyed. The brain can stop. We want money. Money can go. We want good cars. The car can be stolen. We want very good house. The house can be destroyed. We run after the matter in this world. We have so many desires. This is why we keep on being born again and again, because we have so many desires, and all our desires will be satisfied. My dears, all your desire, what you desired, will be satisfied, but God will satisfy them in such a way that you will not be happy anymore. You'll say, oh, I thought it would be different. But it's not. Why God will make like this? So that you finally understand, come on, it's so much suffering. You wanted to be rich, you became rich. You didn't become happy. You wanted this, you got this. You didn't become happy. Halas. And you start thinking, living by your soul. What soul means? Soul means that you start getting less of your desires and paying more attention to the other people, because in this life we cannot serve God directly. We cannot. We only must stay in this society the way you are, and you have to manifest yourself as a spiritual person through interaction with other people. Otherwise we cannot. So there are 2 players in this game. There is God and there is the human. The God has 3 qualities. Different religions relate to God in one of these 3 modes. Okay, so this is God. In Sanskrit, it's also referred as Ishvara. Okay, the God is one player, then it's us beings, Jiva Atma, it's us being the soul. The soul is another player. Between God and us is one relation, it's love. God loves us, and what is the purpose of our life? Is to love, to learn to love. This is the purpose of the soul in a human body, to learn to love unconditionally. One time there was a man coming for rebirthing. So after a private session, he was so, it was a very intense session for him, and after much time, after a long time, he was telling me, Rada, you remember that session? I said, yes. You know, I went somewhere and I saw, I was in the middle of the desert, and there was an old man, you know, like those wise men, staying in front of me. And he told me, ask whatever you want, I'll answer. And you know, and I wasn't that excited. Oh my God, what to ask, what to ask, what to ask. And I said the most common question: why I am born here? What is the purpose of me being here in this life? And he said, and he answered, and I'm waiting. Oh my God, what did he answer? What did he answer? And the man also, like, what did he answer? And he said, you are here to learn to love. I was very disappointed. I also, come on, and no, you know, such a meeting, you could have, I don't know, I was expecting it to be more exciting. But then I was thinking, like, I kept on thinking for the rest of the day about this question and answer. And then I understand that is the right thing. We are here to learn to love unconditionally, because we cannot love unconditionally. We love ourselves even conditionally. Or if I feel I'm beautiful, then only when I will feel I'm beautiful, I will love myself. Only when I achieve this, I will love myself. Only when, I don't know, that prince will fall in love with me, I will understand that I really good and I will love myself. We don't love ourselves unconditionally. We don't love our parents unconditionally. We don't love our siblings unconditionally. We don't even love our husbands and wife unconditionally. Everything is conditioned, and we don't love even our children unconditional. Not talking about the bosses, the colleagues, the neighbors, the cousins, everything. In this life, we are very conditioned. So the purpose is to learn to love unconditionally, which is extremely, this is when we become saint, and when we become saint, we are not born here anymore, because we learned to love unconditionally. God has three aspects. People see God in three hypostases. Most people address God as energy or light. We will unite when we die. I am light, God is light, we will become one. This is the lowest understanding of God. When we think that God is something undefined, like a light, like an energy. And because if we are, you know, in Sanskrit, there are 150 words defining love. 150 words. And the most important word is kohania, which defines the love between two persons. So obviously the love for God will only be between a person, a human, and a God. Obviously will be the highest form of interaction, because between God. Like, they say God is an ocean of love, God is an ocean of light. You cannot love ocean. No, how can you love ocean? You can like ocean, you can admire, you can be afraid of ocean, but you cannot love ocean. Then another aspect of God is the local aspect, is that why we say we are like God, but we are smaller. A piece of God, like a ray of the sun, is inside us. Exactly same qualities we are, quality-wise, my dears, quality-wise, we are equal to God. But what's the difference? He is mega huge and we are mega small. But as quality, we are absolutely total. So that part of God is inside us, and we can refer to it as Damir. That is the voice inside us. That is that piece of God in us. It's not the soul. Soul is us. God is present also in our heart. That is the part of God who's saying us, Rada, are you really happy with yourself? Like, don't do like this. Like, come on, you can do better. And why did you talk like this? Why did you steal? Why did you manipulate just to get some money? Why you lied? Why you pretended, oh my God, you are doing such a great thing, but inside your motives were like Haida Sotel Damir. Like, I feel that uh, I didn't, like, that heaviness in your heart. That is God talking to us. Like, come on, Rada, no, you could have done better. And the there is the personal aspect of God, which none of the religion except Vedic Hinduist religion regards God as a personality. And where I have this. This is why it's very hard for us to perceive God as a personality, because we always said, oh, it's an energy, and then say God is like human looking like us, but actually it's written in the Bible that when God said that I created us just like by his example. And then when Jesus was talking to the disciples, this is God created the human in the image and likeness, his own look and type. And then Jesus said, this is different. And then I will reach the abode of my Father and will sit by his right hand and will appear in front of him. So this is where we refer to God as the personal aspect, and this is why in Hinduism people are always making fun. Oh, you are, I don't know, worshipping the elephant or the cow or this blue boy or whatever. But okay, it's like everyone can make joke, but it doesn't change the matter. The highest aspect, the most valuable aspect of God is obviously personal, and the most here I give the following example. It's also very important. Let's say there are three types of people living in a city. A person who only understands the Brahman, the light energy. He thinks, okay, I'm living in a city, there is a traffic, there are shops working, there is some kind of nizam, but probably it's organized all by itself. Like somehow it's synchronized, somehow it's working. There is kind of energy that organizes it. A child can think like this. Then somebody can understand probably some kind of, I don't know, maybe those two neighbors decided, like, you wait, I go, I wait, like maybe they somehow agree. And only a person who understands that actually there is a president, let's say there's a ruler, there is a president, and he organizes all the aspects of life in the city. So if I'm thinking that everything is organized by itself, I cannot manipulate it. But if I know there is a person responsible, and the more I imagine, if I have the access to the person, in order to have the access to the president, what I will do, I will start studying the president, what he likes, where he goes, what he reads, what he likes to eat, like where I will try to study him, so that eventually when I can meet him, I can, let's say, for example, gift him a present which he likes. I know he likes. I will do something that I know he likes, so that maybe he will give me his phone number, so that maybe when I need him, he can help me. Okay, this is how we are trading. Then next, the the qualities of the person. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat is eternity. My dears, we as soul are eternal. It cannot be burned, it cannot divide it cannot be born, it cannot die. We are eternal, just like God. Here we are equal with God. Knowledge, Chit, knowledge. This is the only difference we have from God. God have the ample knowledge about everything, about the ant, about the planets, about everything. We only have the knowledge that we need as humans living in this material world to be happy. And that was the story with Adam and Eve in the that garden orchard, when God said, or who said, I don't know, eat from any fruits, but don't eat from this tree. This is the tree of knowledge. And we are curious. We want to know how is life on Mars and moon. We want to know, like, oh my God, how to open my third eye. Why? Are you doing fine with your two eyes? Have you mastered the two eyes you have, that you need a third one? Did you manage the life on Earth that you want to run on moon and the Mars and so on? We don't need that knowledge. We need the knowledge that, like the ant or the I don't know, the tree doesn't need the knowledge of a human. I don't need the knowledge of a tiger, because I have my arena. I want to know. God gave me all the knowledge, the complete knowledge, only about the arena I am in. And only by using that knowledge, I will be happy. What we want different knowledge and different knowledge and different knowledge. Why? Because we failed in this one. And Ananda, happiness. The nature of our soul is happiness. We are born to be happy. We are not born to be unhappy, to suffer. This is not natural to us. And we are raised as in the mode of troublehood. The parents prepare us for hard life. The school prepares us for hard life. The society prepares us for hard life. Why? Just become who you are and you will be happy. Next, God, because he loves the soul, created the arena, the material world. And the material world, as I explained today twice, has these three modes, three energies: goodness, passion, ignorance. Everything that happens in this world happens only in these three types. The connection between God and a material world is time. It means everything material will be destroyed and created again, destroyed and created again, just by under the effect of time. Have you ever noticed that if you build a new house, a brand new house, you built and you left and you came back after you locked the door, and you came back after 10 years, that house, nobody used it, it was locked, that house will be degraded. You'll say, how? Nobody lived. The time destroys the matter. And why, when people live inside the house, the matter is not destroyed, or it's destroyed slower? Who can give the answer, my dears? When the people live inside the house, the matter is, the process of destruction is slower. Why? Matter feeds from us. So the right answer is that us being a soul, actually we are a soul in this diving suit, because when we dive into this material world, we need when those divers dive, you need this scaphandra, you need this diving suit. So this is the matter, this is this body, this is the heavy material body. So but this body is, why it's working, why it's not degrading? Because the soul, God is inside, the spirit, the spiritual nature, energy is inside. It maintains the life. The moment the person dies, the soul leaves the body. After 2 hours, your body starts to stink. because that energy is not there to maintain it, to maintain it, to create. Your body starts to stink after 24 hours. You will faint. Okay, so material world and the relation between material world and the soul, the being, us and material world. What is our relation? If God and us is love, if God and material world is time, because rocks have the soul. Inside the rocks there is the soul. This is the first, the minerals, the rocks is the first stage of us in our evolution when we get here on earth. Andrew, rocks, plants, animals, humans, the soul will be in all of this. It will grow. And the higher stage of a soul in a rock state is the precious stones. This is the highest. After precious stones, after you become a precious stone, a gem, you transfer into the plant world. My dears, what is the connection? What is the interaction, the relation between beings and material world? Us and material world. What is our interaction? You know, we said this word several times. It's very simple. How is called our interaction? No, not happiness, not experience, because not all our experience are happy. I mean, experience somewhere, yes, but we have a word, Andrew, we have a word. Okay, I'll tell you. Karma. So the relationship, the interaction between material world and beings is karma. And karma is following by the law of F equal minus F. The more you interact, the more it interacts with you. This is the, I think the Newton. The law of Newton, the third law of Newton. The more you act, the more it counteracts with you. The more you press on the wall, the more the wall will press on you. This is why this is the karma. The more we interact, the more we create karma. My dear, in order to live from this material world, don't think that it's good only to do good things, because good karma also has to be consumed. So let's say you lived a perfect life and you say, oh my, you only did good things, and you say, oh my God, like I need to go. You say, oh no, you have still a lot of credit, good credit in your life. You can enjoy like a queen of I don't know, of England. You have to spend this money, spiritual money. So you have also to consume your spiritual karma. And those people who are born for the last time, their karma is divided among the people who, if this is a teacher, among disciples, among friends and families. This is why it's a kind of, imagine what the cumul of good karma the people like us could benefit. Then the formula between like you see, God has a very good sense of humor because he entrusted the formula of love. This is the formula of love. He entrusted it to who? To someone who is called Om. The law of Ohm's law is so I is for relationship. Obviously, the like the initial law of Ohm's law states that the current through a conductor between 2 points is directly proportional to the voltage across the 2 points. Okay, so the I is the current through the conductor, V is the voltage, and R is resistance. This is the formula of love. So love is I is relationship, basically love. V is the voltage, it's the effort, how much I invest in this relationship, how much I give. And R is the resistance, how much I want to take the material desires. So if I enter a relationship with my V, desire to give, much bigger than my R, the desires to take, my I, my love will be, my relationship will be of great quality, and I will suffer less. My dears, just the last couple of words I want to tell you about what will we study in our course. Usually most of the schools of the numerology in series, not these 2 hours courses, but the important schools, they work with 5 to 6 crystal rays in the crystal. It means our personality is like a multi-faced crystal. Every crystal describes a pattern in our life, our character. Most of the schools, they work with around 5, which is more than enough to really help and give a good feedback, good guidance to a person. My school works with 12. The school I belong to works with 12 basic, fundamental rays, and with over 20 additional, like spices. So 12 main ingredients. The food is cooked with 12 main ingredients and around over 20 spices. So in our this basic numerology course, we will have most of it. So what we will learn? Obviously, we will start with ABC. ABC meaning there are 9 energies, 1 to 9, 9 numbers, 9 energies. If we will understand what means sun energy, it means what is moon energy, I will understand how things work. I will already be able to read a person, because when I know ABC very well, obviously I can read. So I will understand, oh my God, this place has the energy of number 3. This person looks like number 1. This event, this accident, this event feels like number 9. This mood, this weather outside is like this. Like you will be able to feel the life around you. So we will start with ABC, with the numbers, the description of each energy. Then we will, of course, learn to decipher your name. Your name defines your destiny. We will decode your birthday, which defines your path in life. Why? What you like. This is the first step predestination, the first level predestination, the beginners. Then the soul number, it means the formula of your happiness, how to act in this life, how to move, the style of your driving in this life. Your goal number, this is the final destination. What would be the final goal of your life? The number of your secret desires, because each of us have our secret desires that we want the most, and that which have the ability to be accomplished in this life the easiest. The number of your personality, an extremely important number, which will show how people regard you, because the way you are, people don't see you this way. Most of the time they see you differently, and you say, now I understand when I was such a shy person and the teacher would always choose me to go on the stage to do some responsible job, and I didn't understand. Or you will say, oh my God, I'm so irresponsible, I'm always late, but people always forgive it to me. Now I understand why. Then we will learn to detect our karmic debts coming from our past life. That if we have them, not everybody has them, thanks God, but if we have them, we will understand that this is break that is keeping like this is a debt that if not paid will keep all our beautiful treasure on the break. We will learn to calculate our personal calendar, our best days, our best months, our not best, we will understand this is such a day, and I will understand which is the activity best for this day. Or if I have this activity, I will understand that for this activity I will wait for that day. Why did I choose a Tuesday to start? Because for me personally that was the best day for me to start. Our classes will be on the other day, but it was important for me to start this day. Okay, then we will learn to calculate, to form our personal biorhythms, our calendar, so that you understand which years to make what, which months, which days. And which is also extremely important, we will learn to choose if we can, or to if we cannot choose, we will understand what brings us the energy of our car plate number, mobile number, house number, bank account, credit cards number, the names of the city we live in, the streets we live in, our what names we should choose for our brands, for our shops, for our companies, for what partners to choose, what partners not to choose, everything that consists this. Because, my dears, there are no bad charts or good charts. Your chart is your happiness. Your chart is your Ferrari. Your chart has the formula, the hidden formula of your happiness. And only accomplishing the numbers or the planets in your chart, you will become happy. My dears, thank you for being here, for listening, for asking and answering. I truly, I hope that you at least something you heard that will help you from now on take better decisions in your life. I hope.
She did.
أنا فكرت أنا عندي علق بس.
لا هي. Usually she comes back. هون بعدك هون. Shadi, can you hear me? يا شادي.
هاي ايه سامعك.
Yes. So Rada tells everyone because her internet ما عم بيمشي منيح
Yeah.
انه she wishes everyone happiness you can join next week or the next session شو اسمه for the course.
Okay.
You have a question? I can tell her now. Because I'm texting her.
I just tell her thank you.
Okay.
And I was happy to see her.
Okay, deal. Do you have a question related to the course?
Not really.
Okay, good. All right.
Good. All right.
All right. Well, then I think that's all.
All right. Take care.
Nice to meet you. Bye.
Nice to meet you too. Bye.